Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the What We Said podcast, everybody. Hope you're having a great, fabulous Tuesday so far. We are going to teach you stuff today. You're going to learn today, okay? Because
we are your professors.
We are going to do our famous worldwide global phenomenon episode of Things We Don't Understand. And we're going to explain those things to you Valley Girl style.
That we have researched.
Extensively to figure out how to, wrap our brains around these topics.
Last night I was in research mode. There was no reading. There was no, trash
Thank goodness
TV.
Love Island's over.
Yeah, which I want to talk to you about.
I want to talk
have
about
some
it too.
thoughts. I don't want to recap the whole,
season,
my thoughts on each person, but I have some overall thoughts of just the whole thing.
The whole wretched thing.
We honestly haven't talked about it that much since it's been over.
We're so far behind. If we update and Love Island happens so fast, it's like we would be a week behind.
Yeah, we were behind, but now we obviously watched the finale together.
Yes, there's nothing to be caught up on. Mm-hmm. So we watched the finale together. It's over. Spoiler alert, if you haven't listened or if you haven't watched and you want to watch for some weird reason, you are waiting to binge it or something. We're going to be talking about probably the winner of the show, the couples.
We'll be spoiling every aspect of it.
So,
but again, I'm not going to go into a whole deep dive. I genuinely feel as though once a show's over, it's like I don't care anymore. If I hear people rehash, I'm like, I couldn't care less. Yeah. So I just wanted to talk about my thoughts on Love Island as a whole, the show.
Yeah.
And the mental toll that I feel like these people have gone through.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I felt like I had a certain update, but
not honestly, Love Island related?
Yeah, about just life. But I think it's just that I've been photographing. I have a shoot this weekend with a brand that I'm shooting for. So I'm excited about that, me as the photographer. So I just went and got some film for it because I've decided that I only want to shoot film right now. That's what's inspiring me. And I feel like I'm at a position where I can choose okay, I'm going to be very intentional with my career from now on. If I don't want to shoot digital e-commerce photos, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to shoot film, lifestyle photos if people want that. Specifically more brands. No, I'm not really opened up for just, random shoots at this point, but it's nice to be able to be selective and stuff. So I'm very excited about that. That's coming this weekend. And nice. I feel like it's been nice to be home during the summer, and also our yard is still getting worked on. Today the grass went in, which was very groundbreaking, no pun intended, update, because that is literally the moment I've been waiting for since we started the whole landscape process. I've just been so excited to have grass to let Lady out on, for Benny to play.
What kind of grass? That depends on if I'm coming to your house or not.
Yeah, true. Probably the kind you're allergic to, since you're allergic to all of them.
By the picture that you had, I think it's the one I'm not.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to have to ask them what kind of grass it is. We can't get on it for a few weeks, unfortunately. Yeah. It looks so gorgeous and beautiful, but you're not supposed to. I think a week or two. They were saying because it's sensitive. It's it's still growing together, because they're individual sod things. So he said we can take Lady out on it here and there, but he was don't.
She barely weighs a thing.
Exactly. She's 5 pounds. I think she's 7 pounds. Lady update. She's thriving. It's at the point now where when we used to leave town, Lady would get depressed for a day. Whoever was watching her, most of the time, Keaton, a family member or whatever, they'd be here she is looking out the window, staring longingly, just you could genuinely tell it's okay, she's sad, we're gone. Ever since Benny was born, we can't get out fast enough. My mom and dad watched her the other week. They were staying at her house while we were in Tahoe. And my mom's Lady's thriving. She has not had one sign of being depressed, not eating her food. She is loving
every second.
Yes. I'm unfortunately, it's because Benny is so in love with Lady, just wants to pet her, but Lady does not want to be pet by her. So I feel she's always trying to dodge Benny. And we're teaching her to be gentle and stuff. The thing is, Lady can just she'll just run away.
Quick.
She's quick. It's not she's ever getting, grabbed or something, but I think she enjoys her alone time now, and she enjoys her time with
that's hilarious.
No babies and kids around. So it was cracking me up. I'm oh, not her thriving when we're gone now. Just loving every second, not a second of depression, which honestly I'm happy. It's like you were saying, you're like, when I had kids, Sophie, I had like a normal relationship now with Sophie where it's like, okay, I love you, but you are a dog. And like before, maybe you treated them as like a human child more. So, and at this point it's like, okay, obviously
had like crippling anxiety about her every 5 seconds. Now I don't.
And now it's like, okay, this dynamic is probably honestly more healthy that we still,
That's why, and that I feel like that's how they feel too. And maybe that's just my way of justifying it, but I feel Sophie is the same way. Like she finally got a job. She wasn't like, finally, these people are not treating me like I'm a human. Like I'm a dog. I want to do dog things. Like I want to protect them. I want to sit at the door and like bark when people walk by, and I want to,
I feel like Lady's life hasn't changed. Like we still do the same things with her. Go on walks with her, take her to cafes. Like we still do the same stuff with her, but she just has less like, also after Benny goes to bed, we're very like, okay, this is our time with Lady now, like snuggling on the couch, watching something, because we always did that.
Yeah.
So we still do that. I'm like, she still gets her fix of everything. It's just that in the waking hours, when Benny's awake and trying to play with her and pet her, give her kisses, she's been trying to kiss Lady, and Lady's like, goodbye, like runs the opposite direction. I think she's a bit over that aspect of things. I don't know what age it will be when that's not happening as much. Like when they actually have a more, when Benny can understand a little more and knows not to like grab her ears and stuff, just like be gentle. But
Lady's so tiny. Like
she's so tiny.
Case and Elle would like Lady so much because she's so cute. She looks like one of their stuffies.
I know. And
she
hates
at the
them.
same age, Case will literally follow Lady around the house, just like ecstatic.
No, I know.
Fiending to like grab her and just
I know. It's
cuddle her.
So it's sad because I was joking when I said she hates them,
it.
but
she hates it.
Literally, we joke, we're like, the smaller the kid, the more she is like so terrified, because I think they're more unpredictable and just like will grab and stuff. And we got to respect her boundaries as well. It's like, that's why when we have kids come over a lot, we'll just like put her in a different room so that she can have her alone time. Cause I'm like, that's what she prefers. She does not want to be chased around. Like we got to let her settle.
Yeah.
But it cracks me up. I'm like, no, she's living her best life when we go out of town. She is not sad for 1 second.
She gets all her space back.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
What have you been up to?
Oh, I'm also doing a backyard renovation.
For free.
But on my landlord's dime. It's been an amazing process. I really like, knock on wood, I have the best setup right now in our rental home. Like I never want to leave. Like it makes me, I'm like, that's why I haven't bought my own house. But it makes me just so grateful, and just also, has its pros and cons for sure. But our landlord and like property manager are so nice. They like us so much. They literally will come in and ask what remodels we want done on the house. They will let me choose the tile, the counter.
It is unlike anything I've ever seen.
They are literally switching out our back sliding doors. So they had to do something in our backyard, which was like a little bit of inconvenience to us, but it is like their house. So they came in, they changed some stuff, and they're like, I know this isn't ideal. But literally look at a magazine. This is genuinely word for what he said. Look at a magazine. What you want will make it happen. Like think fire pit, think grill, think like, or not grill, but like think, in terms of like what they can do to the backyard. And we were like, you know what? We honestly love just all grass. Like we don't want to add a bunch of random things in here. Like we use literally every ounce of our grass. So we just want all grass.
You should have asked him to change out the grass. Matter of fact.
No, we actually did talk to him about that later while we were at Home Depot with him picking out our new doors.
No, Chelsea's like, I'm about to head out to Home Depot with my landlord to pick out all our new doors. I said, I'm sorry.
Literally.
For free?
He's been asking us to like pick out, they want to change the front door. So they want to, do little things in the home to make it better and in general.
To improve it.
And we have a good relationship with them, and, they trust me. So they're like, okay, what do you think looks good too?
Slay.
So
meanwhile, my landlords kick me out of every home I live in. Awesome. And my old homeowner stalk me. I'm so happy for your wonderful experience, though.
No, it actually is crazy.
Living vicariously through you. It's so nice.
Oh, something I've never experienced before. We literally had FaceTiming JC from Home Depot with my property manager. We're like friends with him. So he's like,
she's like, which lock should I get? Which
no,
door?
I'm like, what
I'm
lock should we
sorry.
get? He told us we had to spend this much money. So like, we're just trying to pick what locks we want. What's the cutest one? And yeah, well, we told him when he came in to like look at the backyard originally when he said that, we were like, we just want grass. But what would really make the backyard look good is these sliding doors are a little old, you know.
Yeah.
They're not giving. And you know, look great French doors. Exterior
Always.
French doors. And he was like, okay, yeah, let's look at some and send me the link. I'm like, and also, you see this island in the middle of our kitchen, it doesn't match, like it's a little too big. I think we should knock it down and like get rid of it. And like we'll get in just like a butcher block or something in the middle that's little, but it's taking up so much space of our kitchen. He was like, yeah, you're right. That looks bad. That's weird. Let's do that too. I'll have a guy next week.
Please. He's literally going to knock it down.
He's literally going to knock it down.
That is insane.
He said, and they're putting like new patio, like tile or like, what's the word?
Pavers or something?
Yeah, like new over our concrete in the backyard, like over those steps and stuff.
Yeah.
He's like putting like tiles. What is it called? Like not cobblestone, but like
It best not be cobblestone, mama.
I'm like, it imported straight from France.
Honestly, actually, I hope it is for your sake.
No, literally. No, he's like redoing the ground in the backyard and on the side yard. He's like, oh, we'll redo all of that, make it nice for you guys. Like,
That is literally crazy.
we're getting a Dutch
like,
door on our front door.
Honestly,
like,
I hope just at this point, it's like 10 years down the line. He's like, yeah, you can
you
just
can
have a house.
No, I know. I want to buy our house so bad.
You can just have it, actually, matter of fact.
But it's great, you know? That's why it pays to just be a nice person, I feel like, because they just really like us. And I think that's why.
I do feel like this is a very unique situation that is so lucky. Like,
No, it's so
I've never heard
lucky.
of that in my life.
It's not just like, it's been like this from the beginning. I feel like we just got a very good situation.
Yeah, where they like wanted
Unlike anything else.
to upgrade things.
Yes.
And it happens to be, because I feel like normally, even if that were to happen, like I feel like I've had that somewhat with landlord where it's like, oh, we might upgrade this, but it's all on their terms. It's never like they're like, what do you want? You know,
Yeah,
it's
for
more
sure.
just like, okay, and we're going to get these,
Yeah.
you know, this is the tile we're using, this is the whatever. And you just have to be like, okay, yeah, it's your house. Obviously,
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to pick what I want. But the fact that they're just like, matter of fact, what do you want? Is literally the night. That's so
No, I was cracking up.
honestly iconic.
I was literally cracking up. Me and Nick, he picked us up to go to Home Depot. Me and Nick are like, he checks out. Like, thanks, Dad.
No,
Literally
literally.
following him around.
Thanks, Daddy. You're his kids in the backseat.
We literally were. We were cracking up.
That is so funny.
Like joking. He's a little ahead of us. Nick's like, should I ask for a Kit Kat bar and like a Gatorade?
Literally. I'm hungry,
His
Daddy.
kid, can I get a snack? Can I get a treat? Oh man.
That is so
Anyway,
funny. Iconic. Can't wait to see the
know.
renovation.
I think it'll be done in the next couple months. I don't know. I'm not like set on it too because who knows what will happen, but I'm just grateful for whatever. So
Yeah, that's really nice. In other news, I've been bricking myself still out of my phone.
yeah,
you know,
I set mine up.
did you order it?
Yeah.
Nice.
And I got it.
I love it. It's so easy to set up, and I'm literally now an ambassador for them. Apparently, like this is my second segment on the sponsored segment. Not really, but it has genuinely been so nice. But I was cracking up because I made a TikTok about it. I was like, I've been locking myself out of my phone. It's with this brick, blah, blah, blah. I was like giving the details on it, which you can go, I've already explained it twice. So you can go to the TikTok to watch that if you want more details about it. But the comments, like a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, I need this, blah, blah, blah. But then their comments are like, well, what if I would just like go to the kitchen and get it? I'm like, then invest in a straitjacket. Like, I don't know what else you need. A literal physical device that locks you out of it that you can leave anywhere.
Yes.
They're like, I would just get up and still use it and doom scroll. I'm like, then you got a bigger fish to fry, mama. Like,
And throw the phone in the ocean.
literally, I'm like, go to rehabilitation. Like,
Oh, that's so bad.
I was dying. Like,
Sneaking the brick into their room.
yeah, they're like, I would just sleep by it. I'm like, that I can't fix all your problems. I'm just giving you a tool, okay?
No, that is what's wrong with the internet.
No, literally.
It's like, but what if I don't like beans?
No.
Then don't make this bean salad I just posted. I don't know. Make a hamburger. I don't freaking know. Like, but what if I want to sleep by it? I don't know. Talk to your damn therapist about it. Oh my gosh. Don't leave a comment on my video.
What if I want to sleep with it is crazy. Like genuinely people were saying that. They're like, I just would sleep by it. I'm like, that's not my problem.
And you commented that publicly.
Yeah, that's so funny. Dead. Someone's like, wow, y'all really lack self-disciple. I said, discipline? Self-disciple.
Please. That too, killed honestly.
Me. Yeah, honestly, all of it.
I am screaming. I can't wait to set mine up.
It's really nice. And you can
I put it on my fridge, but I forgot to set it up. I'm like,
nice.
I'm sleeping with it.
It's under my pillow currently.
No, it will be nice because whenever I get sent to TikTok and I happen to have TikTok deleted, Mama, and now I have to freaking download TikTok, go through what videos I like, skip to like get to where I want to get to. I'm like, I'm sick of deleting it and then like undeleting it.
Yeah, so if you can just like brick yourself out of it.
It's so much nicer.
It is.
And with TikTok, it's hard, with Instagram, I want the same thing, but I don't want to keep deleting and read.
It is so obnoxious to do that, especially when you do like have to do work things and you're like, okay, this is stupid. Because I've tried to do that too. I'll just like delete the apps, but then I'm like, this is my job. Thing. I can't just like literally forget about it for a week. Like I have to be on here doing
Can you
stuff.
add a second thing onto the brick? Like another
now you're giving the comments.
Another like feature on the brick. I want it to be like, okay, you have to say into the brick what you're doing on Instagram. And you have to repeat it 3 times before you get on Instagram so I don't forget like why I'm going to get on Instagram. Because it'll be like, oh, I need to go get my analytics, or I need to go like post this.
And then all of a sudden you're scrolling.
Yeah, and all of a sudden I'm like, wait, why am I on Revolve?
Revolve. How is it always Revolve? Always ends
There's always an ad for like a clothing company I'm shopping. I'm like,
huh? No, it is scary. That's what I was saying on my TikTok. I'm like,
it's like walking into a room and forgetting why you're there.
Yeah, exactly. And that happens a lot. And especially if you are justified in going on like for something like that. It's like, oh, I need the analytics for this brand. I need to post this for whatever reason. And then that happens to me all the time. And then it's been 20 minutes. I'm like, what am I doing?
Yeah,
like I'm just on here for no reason.
The weirdest just like place to be doing it too. Yeah. It's not just like in your, your scroll of the day.
Yeah. It's nice for so many different reasons. Like I was saying, you can, if you're going out and about for the day, you can leave it at home so that you don't have the option when you're like in the grocery store line, like, oh, I'm just going to get on Instagram. But some people were saying in my comments that they need the opposite thing. They're like, I don't really use social media when I'm out and about. But when I'm at home, I just like doom scroll and like it takes over my day, which I can totally like relate to. But I have both problems. I'm like, I feel like I'll be out and about. And if like I'm alone,
oh yeah,
and it's like a long line at the grocery store, it's like I'll be scrolling on Instagram, which I'm just like, there's no need for that. Yeah. So for that reason, it's nice to like leave it at home. But I also really, what I like it the most for is morning and nights, because I feel like I can shut myself off from social media at like 7 p.m. and then I just, whatever, if I want to watch something, read something, but I'm not like watching a show and scrolling on my phone. It's just unnecessary. And then I keep it in the kitchen or, whatever room. Then when I wake up, there's no option to go on in the morning.
Yeah. Last night, that just reminded me. Last night I was shopping for tour outfits, and wow, I could do that for 10 years actually. But I was like online shopping at night. It was like probably 10 p.m. And I was watching a show at the same time. And Nick was like, okay, can we watch something else? You're not even watching. I'm like, no, I am watching. Like, please let me have this time where I have no thoughts going through my head.
Yeah.
And like, literally there's not room for one of my own thoughts to enter my head because I'm scrolling and shopping and watching TV. It's like one of the greatest joys of my life. And he's like, you cannot be watching. And he's waiting another like 10 minutes or so. And he paused it. And I instantly was like, why did you pause it? And he's like, dang it. He's like, I was like, were you testing me to see if I'm actually watching? I'm telling you, I'm paying attention. I know exactly what happened. They just had a fight about this. They were arguing about this. I know exactly what she said, what she was wearing, but I'm also scrolling on my phone. He's like, that's crazy, Chelsea. I'm like, no, it's not. Okay, this is my time. This is what I like to do.
No, it is a joy in life. I've seen TikTok, so it'll be like me. Like, I have brain fog, also me. And it's like 5 devices at night, like iPad, phone, and TV all going at the same time. Like shopping, doing something on the... I was dying. I'm like, oh, it's so true. But... that is, you can't take every joy away.
Yeah,
if you still want to do that, that's okay. But it is nice also when which maybe you don't have this problem because I feel like you're just a morning person and you can just like get up. I feel like my vice is I have to like not even like I'm scrolling social media
Like
all the
warm
time,
yourself up.
but yes, like I have to warm myself up for the day by like being on my phone for a few minutes in bed. That's how I've been, and I'm like, I do not want to do that anymore. So I try and block myself from like everything, so that it's just like, okay, wake up and like go pee and brush your teeth and like get up and literally see the sun. You don't need to.
Yeah.
That's how you can warm yourself up. You need to just get out of bed and not like. It's such a crutch. It's like, okay, I'm comfy in here and I'm going to scroll and like get my blue light in my eyes. Horrible probably for your health. So I like it for that reason too. But
that is really nice.
It's been nice. Game changer. I recommend.
Amazing.
Well, speaking of tour, we forgot to tell you guys that we have added a couple shows. Can you pull up the details so that we don't say something? But
yes.
Hopefully at this point they're out. I think they are already like launched and stuff.
Okay, here are the 3 new shows. So we're adding a show in New York, we're adding a show in Phoenix and LA. Okay, so listen up, those cities, because those shows are all sold out. The original shows that we had, they all sold out. So we're adding a second show there. We're so excited. So the New York City one, Saturday, September 13th, 2025. The Phoenix show is Friday, October 17th. The LA show is Tuesday, October 28th. 2025 as well, obviously, this year.
It is this year. It is in a few months.
They're all at the same venues as the original show. We're just adding the second show. So more details will be on the screen for you guys to see. Go check out.
If you're on YouTube.
Yeah, go check out the show notes. If you're listening to Spotify, podcasts, wherever you're listening to your podcast, we'll have the info there and the links to buy those tickets. But we're so excited to see even more of you guys because you were just so quick to buy tickets the first time.
Yes, we'll have more on Instagram too. We also did a few little mood boards of which we can put in the tour highlight. I'll make sure to do that before this episode goes up. Of just kind of like vibes for each city. Honestly, they're all kind of similar-ish in theme, I would say. Just like very extra sparkles, lace, layers, feather, like I don't know. We're just kind of I guess it wouldn't. Do you feel like that's similar to our last tour?
Similar, yeah.
But those are basically the themes that we're going off of. Like we're doing shimmery cowgirl in Dallas and etc. You can go look at the rest of them. Just as a way, like we did that for ourselves to narrow down our outfits and to plan them. And then we're like, we should just tell everyone. So in case they want to kind of match the vibe, they can. Definitely not a requirement. Like you can literally come in your pajamas. We don't care. But if you do want to match us in that way, then go look at the highlight and you can get some inspo. I'm really so excited for tour. I've been literally thinking about it every day. I'm just like, this is going to be so fun.
Same. I get butterflies thinking about it.
Yeah. I'm so excited to see you guys and tell some fun stories and just be with you in person. It's going to be the best.
Just giggle and laugh and kick our feet.
Yes. It's going to be so fun. Can we talk about Love Island really quick before we dive in?
Should we do it at the end? Like, should we do our things and then if people want to wait till the end, they'll listen to the end?
Sure, let's do that.
So that no one has to like fast forward if they don't listen.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, let's do that.
Okay. I have another topic I want to talk about, but I'm going to save it for next time. But let me just, let you guys cook on it for a week and then come back. We can all like compare notes.
Okay.
So I've been seeing a couple reels and different videos or like posts about, and so it just has been making me think about the art of small talk and the importance of basically being social and like networking and how to do it and how to not be antisocial and like how important it is to be social and not be antisocial. And so, I'll let you guys cook on that. Let the algorithm hear that and give you the same videos. And then we will come back. But it's a very interesting topic.
Okay, great. I'd love to chat more. And I'd love to be social and not antisocial.
Yeah.
I feel like I was so social. Always. Like my whole life I've been so social. I feel like I would definitely consider myself outgoing. And then maybe COVID. I feel like
I think a lot of people
and a few other factors, which we can dive into next week, literally made me antisocial. And then when I started to try and socialize again, I'm like, I'm a freak. Like I could not even be in a conversation with people. I'm like, I am so not used to this. Like I felt like I used to have some, good conversational skills and like some finesse and literally lost it over the span of like 2 years.
Yeah.
So Yeah, I need some more tips.
Yeah, I'm excited. Honestly, I'll look into it even more and we can talk about it next week.
Yeah, we should.
All of that. But let me fix my glasses, make sure I can read properly with my blue light glasses on.
You are our actual professor. Wait, are those the
I'm a
Miu Miu?
professor.
Are those real Miu Miu?
They're real Miu Miu.
Wow.
No, they're not.
Oh.
They're TikTok shop.
Did they literally say Miu Miu on them?
Yes.
Okay, wow.
They were
ate with
$5 probably.
I got the dupes too, but I'm not wearing them
TikTok shop?
today. No, I just got them like off. It was Delaney posted a link. I was like, I will be purchasing.
Yeah. I don't know how these say Miu Miu, honestly. But I'm just terrified for that.
Full-blown knockoff.
Complete knockoff. And you want to know a thing. Okay.
No, that's the scary part. You know what? I think glasses specifically, sunglasses and just, I guess, any type of glasses are the most easy to fool. Like, I swear you could show me two glasses next to each other. I would have no idea. One of them could be $1,000. One of them could be $5. And I'd be like, can't tell the difference.
No, exactly.
It's so crazy.
I can tell difference because I actually don't think I've ever touched, owned, or seen through a pair of designer glasses.
I don't believe in expensive sunglasses.
They're the things that get wrecked the most.
They get lost so easily.
Scratched.
They get scratched. Like, I just don't believe in that.
They get sat on.
Yeah. I have a few pairs of like nice-ish glasses, but I feel like the ones I reach for genuinely the most are $10.
Yeah.
Like, those are the ones I prefer.
100%.
They also work well. My Amazon sunglasses that I have that I got in a 2-pack literally block out the sun more than any other. Like, they genuinely work, I feel like. And I don't care if Benny grabs them and throws them on the ground. I'm like, I mean, they're pretty durable, number one. They've never broken. And also, they're $10.
I love an Oakley for actually having sunglasses like that block the sun. Oakleys are so
I don't
nice and like so
any
actual looking, but they're cool and they actually work. Like for running, I got them for running and then I'll literally use them driving to an event to LA, like me in a full blown dress and then red Oakleys. But they just are so nice for driving. They take the reflection off.
I always have my sunglasses like on the tip of my nose. I'm like, this is not doing a thing.
Reflecting the sun from the ground.
Yes, reflecting nothing. But my problem is that when I have sunglasses on, I actually become blind. Like I can't see.
That's kind of how I feel with these
thing. Sometimes I'm like, I can't safely drive with sunglasses because I can't see anything.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's maybe that's because they're cheap. Maybe all my sunglasses are cheap. Honestly,
you're like the ones I like the best that I can see the best.
No, those ones. Like they work the best. Wearing them on my nose and can't see a thing. Actually dangerous.
No, it actually is.
What do you not understand? Venmo is one of the most used apps on my phone. I use it so often. And Venmo now has a debit card, you guys. Number one, maybe this doesn't matter. Actually, if you're listening to this podcast, it probably does matter to you. It's so cute. It comes in so many different colors. They have a pink one. You can just match your aesthetic. And it is our latest obsession. So now you can use Venmo for much more than just paying your friends. The debit card connects directly to your Venmo balance, so you can Venmo everything. Food, drinks, rides, clothes that you're buying, groceries, your gym membership, everything. It's so convenient because you can just spend the money that's already in your Venmo balance. So getting paid back for dinner can turn into you paying for your matcha, your yoga classes, new shoes, whatever you want. And let's say you are the girly that pays for dinner and everyone pays you back. This is a great little hack. You can settle it before you pay the bill. So have everyone Venmo you, your balance is ready, and then you just can cover the total by swiping your Venmo debit card and boom, it is taken care of.
One of the main selling points for me is that the card actually Venmos you back. So similar to how a credit card works, but not a credit card. When you pay with your Venmo debit card, you can earn up to 15% cash back at some of your favorite places, which is more money in your pocket, which is amazing. This card really stands out because it is actually so cute. It comes in all different colors so you can match it to your vibe, your Instagram aesthetic, you know the drill. You have to check it out. You can sign up today to Venmo everything with the Venmo debit card. So visit venmo.me/debit to learn more. Venmo cashback terms at venmo.me/rewards. Offers are available for a limited time at select merchants. Max cashback applies and varies. Venmo purchase restrictions apply. The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank N.A. pursuant to license by MasterCard International Incorporated. Card may be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted.
This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace, and we are so happy it is. Squarespace has been our sponsor for so long, ever since we kind of first started the podcast. And I'm so grateful because I have used Squarespace so much for literally every business venture I've ever done. So has Chelsea. We've used it for everything, digital products, physical products, and it has been so nice, so user-friendly. We absolutely love it. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform for entrepreneurs to stand out and succeed online. Whether you're just starting out or managing a growing brand, Squarespace makes it easy to create a beautiful website, engage with your audience, and sell anything from products to content to time, all in one place, all on your terms. They have so many different features. Obviously, just in general, they have such beautiful website templates that make it so easy for you to just basically insert your photos, insert the text that you want, and they do the rest. And it just is user-friendly for your customers. They take a bunch of different payment options. And now they have Design Intelligence from Squarespace, which is combining 2 decades of industry-leading design expertise with cutting-edge AI technology to unlock your strongest creative potential. So it will empower you to build a beautiful, more personalized website that's tailored to your specific needs and craft a digital identity to use across your whole online presence. I feel like having a website and a hub is so important, especially if you are selling some sort of product, even if it is your time. It's really, really nice to have.
Squarespace Payments is also the easiest way to manage your payments in one place with Squarespace. So onboarding's really fast. It's really simple. You can get started in just a few clicks and you can start receiving payments right away. Plus, you're giving your customers more ways to pay with popular payment methods like Klarna, ACH Direct Debit, Apple Pay, Afterpay, and ClearPay. I love Squarespace and it has truly made such a big difference when wanting to, have a little side hustle or sell something. It makes it not so daunting because you can really understand and create a beautiful website without all of the knowledge. So you can go to squarespace.com for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, squarespace.com/whatwesaid to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain. Go check it out. Your local bevy girls, that's us, have a new bev.
If you were confused, it's us.
We have a new bev recommendation for you guys, okay? So Simply Pop. Simply Pop is a new fruit-forward bevy of prebiotic sodas made with 6 grams of prebiotic fiber to support gut health and vitamin C and zinc to support immune function. So that's why Simply Pop contains the same real fruit flavors that you know and love and no added sugar. Makes for a soda that even a juice would drink. This sounds like heaven. Nothing I love more on a hot summer day than a sparkly, fresh, fruity drink. And this is all of that combined. They have a fruit punch flavor that's really calling my name actually right now because I'm feeling quite parched. And it's amazing because, like I said, they have those 6 grams of prebiotic fiber to support gut health. So it's a win-win.
I love a beverage with no sugar added. You really can't beat that. They also have so many amazing flavors. They've got pineapple mango, lime, strawberry, fruit punch, citrus punch. This is perfect for, well, really every day, but also just getting into spring and summer, having a barbecue or a little girls' night to have a nice little beverage with some added zinc, vitamin C to support immune health, prebiotic fiber to support your gut health. Again, no sugar added, all that. We love it. So go to cokeurl.com/simplypop to find out where you can try Simply Pop.
Okay, there's 2 things that I don't understand and 2 things only. The first one, dreams. Why we dream, how we dream, what do dreams mean? Do they mean anything?
Yeah.
Do they serve a purpose?
Those are all kind of ambiguous questions. Like, I don't think that can even be answered.
Like, I know, I stopped there.
But really, it's like do they mean anything and like serving a purpose, that's like up to
the beholder.
Yeah, exactly. That's like,
well, that's not what science says.
Oh, really? Interesting. Okay. Teach me everything.
Kind of though. Okay, so basically what I really was looking into is like when and how the brain creates a dream. Mm-hmm. So we dream in all stages of sleep. There are plenty of stages of sleep, as you know, like you'll hear people like, oh, I got a REM cycle in, or I was in REM. But there are a couple different sources I was looking at. They weren't as clear. Some said 6 stages of sleep. Some had 4, but whatever. They're all around the same thing. Yeah. Stage 1. Okay. So, but there's like light sleep. Then there's delta sleep. I feel like we've all heard of delta sleep, and then REM sleep. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of like light getting into the real rest, and then actually your body's really starting to,
okay.
Rest.
Something I don't understand. Sleep. Like, why?
Yeah.
Why do we have to just lay? I always think about that. It's like
lay down.
We just have to lay down horizontally for like 8 hours.
No, I love that.
We cannot function without it.
No, I know.
It's like integral to life. It's so weird.
There's that quote. It's like the funniest thing to me is that we have to pretend to sleep to fall asleep.
Literally.
Like you have to lay down and pretend you're sleeping and then you'll fall asleep.
So weird.
Okay, so stage 1 of sleep, the light sleep, is 5 to 10 minutes of slow theta waves in your brain, okay? Don't ask me what theta waves are. They started kind of explaining to me. I'm like, you know what? Let's get to the dream first.
Yeah.
And then I'll go back to the theta waves. Stage 2 is about 20 minutes, and that's when your body temperature starts to drop. This is when your muscles will twitch. If you're like by somebody and they are kind of starting to fall asleep, the muscles might twitch. Sleep spindles go up. That's something on a graph that I didn't understand, but I think it's, again, like some kind of waves, sleep spindles, they call them.
Okay.
Stage 3 and 4, the next stage, is not quite REM sleep, but it's about 30 minutes. And that's when your body starts producing like the growth hormone. So that's when your body starts doing good things for yourself. So if you're just, making sure you're getting all these good cycles, that's basically the point of this, is like you want to make sure you're going onto all of these stages. But that's the main part of stage 3 and 4. You start producing that like good growth hormone. I'm sure there's other good things happening, but that was the main thing. And then you get into REM sleep. So that's rapid eye movement. So
I'm freaked out. Like we're all just laying in bed, just like our eyes are like
literally like going back and forth.
This is so crazy.
It's like
to me.
It's so weird because it's literally like you shut down. Your body's a machine and it shuts down. It takes time to kind of like switch everything off. It's like slowly switching off your brain, slowly whatever, and then it starts producing these things as you're finally off. And then it starts to like program. Like you're getting programmed that night to heal yourself.
Literally.
So in REM sleep, this is where you start processing like what you've learned, your memory. And this is where the really vivid dreams come. So you can dream, like I said, in all stages, but these are like the vivid dreams that you remember the next day. So this is where the science of this comes off, okay? Try to follow me as I try to follow myself. Serotonin and, I know, how did they say it? Norepinephrine? Oh, I know biology people are screaming at me. These two chemicals turn off in REM sleep, okay? And that allows acetylcholine to activate, which is another chemical, which causes electrical activity. Okay, so that moves from one point of your brain, it's called the pons area of your brain, it's like near your brainstem of your brain, to the occipital cortex, which is like the visual processing part of your brain. And that is what causes vivid dreams. So like this part of your brain that's processing all these things starts to work and send electrical currents to the occipital cortex. So that's why you start to see things, because it's like messing with what you've seen, your memories, and all of these things, and it's processing them and putting them into a cool story for you.
Did it ever say if it's good or bad to dream? Like, was it like, it's a good thing
it's
to
a good
dream?
Thing.
Okay.
So that was the main point of one of the videos that I watched. The sleep scientist was saying like, so when you sleep, your brain is still active and it's still working, but your body is off, and it's good because it's, like I said, processing it. So it's like, he said dreams can be emotional first aid. So they can kind of be like nocturnal soothing is what he said. Like it's like you're kind of processing. It can help you connect to your unconscious mind and like help you. It helps with creativity dreams, because it's like literally part of your brain's way of tapping into creativity and memory. It also helps with memory. Like it's basically taking all of the files that you haven't thought about, or like things you've learned in your past, and mixing them with things that you're currently going through, and like kind of throwing them all together and helping you process through them. Obviously that's a theory as well. Like I guess you could always be like, but are we sure that it's, helping? But everyone who I watch was basically saying it's good to dream. It's good to help you connect to like, again, even if you don't remember them, remembering your dreams in the morning helps your memory. Like that's a little side note. It's good to help. If you wake up, he was saying more importantly than writing down your dream, try to replay it in your brain. Like try to, don't go and tell someone, okay? Because no one wants to hear that. Yeah. Boring crap. But try and think of it in your brain right when you wake up. If you had a really crazy dream, try and replay it. And that helps your memory, because it's like just a little like memory brain game. Yeah.
Interesting. I've had phases of my life where I don't dream at all. Like I haven't dreamt in weeks. But then I'll have phases where I dream every night. Yeah. I wonder what the difference is.
I know. I don't know. It's a good question. Because they weren't saying that everybody dreams every single day or every single night, but a lot of the times we don't remember our dreams.
So Oh, so
upon waking.
They didn't say you do dream every night, you just don't remember them.
They didn't say either one. They didn't say like you don't dream every night, and I didn't get to that far.
Okay.
I got into the science of literally how it was working.
Yeah.
And why you're dreaming. And it makes more sense that it's just kind of like this weird, just absolute almost word and visual vomit from your brain just like thrown together, because in dreams it's just like people they're there, but they don't look like them, and you're like in a place you remember.
The dreams are so odd. Like I've had some of the weirdest dreams.
But sometimes you'll have it from like, I'll have dreams where I'm in my childhood home or something like that, where it's so
like they're familiar aspects, even if the situation's kind of weird. Yeah. Oh, dreams are so freaky sometimes.
So the main takeaway I got is that it's good to dream. It's very important to get into REM cycles during sleep. You don't want to be interrupted, and you want to get into that REM cycle so that you are having good dreams, so that you are fully rested and you're able to, get those chemicals going in your brain to help you process the day before and like process and get it out of your system almost, and then move on with your life. So,
wow, I'm going to pay attention to if I have a dream tonight.
Last night, I remembered my dream for like the first night ever.
You did remember?
Yes, I remembered my dream. Because
you were like thinking about that specifically?
It was so weird too. I was just like, wow, that is so crazy.
It is so wow.
And it was saying it could reveal, your, deepest desires sometimes, your dreams, and reveal things that you don't know about yourself.
Interesting. Because it's like all your deep innermost thoughts.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, well, my first thing I don't understand, and it was honestly hard to narrow down because I don't understand many things. Glass.
Oh, okay.
What is it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Literally, what is it? And how come, like, there's so many different forms of glass. It's like the glass on your phone screen.
Yeah.
But then, like, a wine glass or a glass that you drink out of.
Yeah.
A mirror, like, you know what I mean?
Glass.
Yeah, it's like, what is this? Like, what even is it? So glass, it was so interesting because honestly, as I was reading this, I'm like, I still don't know what it is because it's so weird. Like, just the fact that people are so smart. Because Leif was telling me when I was talking to him about this episode, he was like, oh, you should do a computer chip. Like, that is so confusing, basically. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, no, because it's the most boring thing I'm not going to talk about it. Did you do something like that?
Coding.
Yeah. But I'm like, I can't even begin to understand a freaking computer chip.
Yeah.
He's like, I know, that's why you should research it. I'm like, I don't have it in me tonight.
I know.
So anyway, back to glass. Back to my previous thought. Humans are just so smart. Like, I was just thinking about the fact that there are scientists, there are people who dedicate their lives to these very niche things that know how to create things from like a computer chip.
Yeah.
They know how to create it. Leif was saying, like, someone created that. And then if you knew how to create a computer chip, you could you could make this device, you could make it do what you want. And I'm like, crazy. No, that is actually insane. So glass is a solid material that is considered amorphous. I'm not sure if it's amorphous or amorphous, but that means that it lacks a regular repeating crystal structure, apparently. Okay, so unlike different types of metals or crystals, so like salt or quartz, the atoms in glass are arranged randomly, more like a frozen liquid than a solid.
I was going to say, because glass versus I feel like some other gems or things like that, you can like blow glass,
exactly,
right? And like literally mold it.
Yes.
And it turns into goo.
Exactly. So the most glass that we see in our day-to-day lives, it's like a window or a bottle made of glass or whatever, is silicate glass, it's called. And I'm not going to get into just the different chemicals, like the makeup of it, because I feel like no one cares. But it's made of like, a few different substances. And it's also known as soda lime glass. It's the most common type. Okay, there's all this different, it's like quartz, sodium carbonate, whatever, that make it up. But how glass is made. So this is ancient, obviously dating back over 5,000 years. It's melted. So the raw materials that I just mentioned are heated to about 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit in a furnace until they melt into a thick, gooey liquid. So that becomes glass. So they melt it, then it's formed. So the molten glass that is extremely hot, obviously, hence why I said molten, is then shaped. So you can, like, that's when people blow glass. It's a blowing, molding, rolling, or floating. So if it's like a window glass, like a window pane or whatever, and then it's cooled.
Yeah,
so
what?
then it's slowly cooled, and that's a process called annealing to relieve the internal stresses. And that step, the slowly cooling it, is crucial because rapid cooling can make it brittle. So they've also found out all these ways to make glass, durable in certain ways. So
Like how they make bulletproof glass, don't they?
I think. So it's kind of a tricky one though, because it's not, like, it is technically a solid, but it's also amorphous, like I mentioned. So people refer
it's special.
Exactly. It's basically, in Valley Girl terms, it's like not a solid or a liquid, kind of, because it's like in between. And some people will describe it as like being in a glassy state, which is just a state between solid and liquid. And that state is what makes glass like transparent, the brittleness of it. It allows for chemical stability. The properties of glass are that it's transparent.
You can't put glass in a box, is what you're saying.
Exactly. Transparent, hard but brittle, non-porous, which makes it great for containers, and then chemically resistant. It's also a poor conductor of electricity and heat. So the difference between like smartphone glass or, like I said, a wine glass that you're drinking from or whatever, is that they're just made differently. So like the phone screen is made to be very strong and thin so that it doesn't break easily when you like tap to swipe and stuff. Often made of Gorilla Glass, it said, or like a special glass with tiny metal atoms to make it stronger.
What?
So that's how our phone glass is made. And then the wine glasses are made to be like pretty and shiny, and they're not supposed to survive like big drops. Obviously our phone, that's, they have to be a little more durable. So it's easier to break, but they're just made differently. So that's pretty much
That's glass.
the gist. That's glass for you.
That's crazy.
Which I thought was fascinating. It's like so insane to me because also it's just such a common, like it's everywhere. And there's so many things that are made of glass, but like I said, they're all different. Like the thickness of them and the point of them is different. And so they're made differently. But the fact that humans have found out how to blow glass and then they can do all these different things with it to make it be what we need it to be is insane to me.
Yeah, it is insane.
Made of like all these chemicals.
Like let's add metal atoms.
Yeah.
So that it's stronger. Where are you getting metal atoms from?
Oh, where? Literally,
And
where
how are
did
you
get
finding
that?
them? How are you finding metal atoms?
No, I
They're
don't get
tiny.
it. I don't get it.
People are so smart. And you know what really made me realize that is I watched this whole video, was reading all of this stuff about how to build a house. And I was humbled beyond belief. I'm like, the fact that people just know how to do this, figured it out, and do this all the time is so crazy to me. That was the second one I did,
Insane.
how to build a house. And you know what? You'll probably, this might either trigger you, like trigger warning for you, or, you make people understand either why it takes so long to build a house and just how complex it is. Because, but also not complex. That's what I was kind of surprised about. I'm like, oh, because when I'm walking down the street, and I'm like, okay, I see this house is about to get built. It gets torn down. It's just a slab of concrete. People are working. There's poles. There's wires. They're there on a ladder, like using some kind of tool. I'm like, and what do you mean? What are you doing? What are you putting in there? What are you using that huge thing for? And why are there wires?
The only thing that this is triggering is like just how during the process, working with our contractor and people specifically more than even building the house was like the plumbing and the electricity of it all. I was like, I am so glad that this is your job and not mine. Like,
and that's
don't understand a bit of this.
That is the main point that I was thinking about, is like, that's a huge, obviously main part of it is like the mechanical, the electrical, the plumbing of it all. And just how everyone's got to work together to build this one house.
Yes. And also with, like, it does make more sense to me now too, because part of the thing that takes a lot of time, the thing that can like hold back your project or like be really time consuming when you're building a house or renovating are permits, at least in our case, like maybe not where everyone lives, but there were all these different things like, oh, well, we have to get permitting for this and this and this.
Yes.
And even as annoying as it was at the time, because it would be like, oh, we could get started on that, but it'll probably take 2 months to get permits. I'm like, great. So we're paying a mortgage on this house. We can't live there and we have to wait for permits. But now I actually understand, because I'm like, there are so many. You want to make sure it's structurally sound. You want to make sure that it's not going to have mold. You want to make sure that it's not like,
I was start
willing.
A fire.
Yes. I was like, I'm actually understanding why all these permits are in place. And I'm actually grateful for them. Like, it made it less annoying to me, because I'm like, again, all these people in all these different departments. It's like, oh, we have to get this city permit and we're going to email this guy. He's going to go over the plans and the plans.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is that? They would show me. They're like, yeah, this is the electrical. I'm like, don't ever show me that again. That's like, I don't know what that means.
That was so confusing to me. It's like I'm walking by and I'm seeing, like I was saying, is you walk by a house and you see it kind of get built, like in your neighborhood, if someone's redoing a house or building a house, and you walk by and you see it in stages, and it's like, okay, what are you're doing something in there that in a couple months their washing machine somehow is going to fill with water from where? From down below? Like, and then they're going to flush their stuff down the toilet, and where now it has a pipe that goes properly. It doesn't get mixed up with going into the sink. Like, and
it's
you know
all
how to do
science.
That? It's crazy. Okay, well, let me tell you how to build a house. So write this down.
Yeah.
In case
I'll
you're looking to buy a house.
For my next
or
project.
Build a house. You don't even need to buy it. You can just build it. Okay, so the first step is site prep. So this is moving earth, flattening the surface, literally just moving dirt around for a slab to be poured, the foundation. So during this phase, the site prepping, the mechanical, electrical, and plumbing, so they call them MEPs or MPEs. If you hear that term, that's what it is, mechanical, electrical, plumbing, will do all their underground work. So that's what I was saying with like they're connecting things to who knows where.
Yeah, they'll build like literal trenches and stuff. Yeah.
And then number 2, they put the slab down. So that's the foundation. That's like they put rebar in the concrete to solidify it. Don't know what that means. You have to make sure, again, that the electrical stuff is still accessible and accounted for. So obviously that's why you don't put the concrete, you don't just like put a slab of concrete down and be like, let's build a house here. You got to make sure that things are, if you want, they were saying if you have like an island and you want the sink to come up that place, you need to make sure you have the electrical stuff or the like plumbing coming up, and you don't put concrete over that area. Like, you have to have all of that planned out before you put the concrete down.
That's what
and
also,
have it all accounted
not
for.
To be like so annoying to making my renovation my actual whole personality for 2 years. But that is another really like difficult part, is that it always feels like chicken or the egg. Like you want a certain thing in your bathroom, let's say, but you have to know so far in advance, where exactly do you want the tub? Yeah. And it's like the very beginning. And I'm like, what? I don't even know. Like, I can't visualize this
What side do you want the faucet on?
Yeah. And it's like, exactly. It's like, what side will the faucet be on and what kind of drain do you want? And I'm like, what? It was so many tiny decisions like that, but you really do have to know that like pretty far in advance so they can prep the site for that situation. So that's what makes it so like draining to those little decisions. When people say like they get decision fatigue, it's because there's 1,000 of those tiny decisions. It's obviously like so cool to be able to make your own choices, and again, I'm glad I didn't have to actually build the house, but to think about all that stuff is like super hard, especially if you're not working with like a designer or someone and you're just like, I have no idea where that bath should be. Like, hope it looks good. Hope that's a good spot for it.
No, for sure.
Oh,
that would be so stressful.
Because you can't really change it later. I mean, you can, but it's like our contractor would always be like, if you want to change the location of that, it's fine. Like, we'll have to just like we'll have to dig up this again. And I'm like, well, I don't want you to have to do that.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to like be on it with that stuff from the very beginning.
And during this part also, what I found fascinating is they have, and this is also what was confusing me, is like how the workers are working at a house and setting these things up. I don't know, just like without electricity running, but they're connecting everything. So they actually have a temporary power source that they will bring to the site. They'll set up like a little meter looking thing in the front of the house, and that is where all of their temporary power comes from, so that they can, you know, do their tools or run things, which obviously helps the construction workers.
Yeah.
So part 3 is framing. So this is when they put the beams up and they frame the rooms. So the ceilings, all of those things, that's when you just see all the beams up. This is where he was saying these are where most of the delays come, because the city can shut down your job because of so many different things. So he was saying, like, because of environmental things, you could have, you know, your framing go up and you want to have a wall here, but it's too close to this tree, which a certain frog that's protected by the city lives in that tree and it's being hunted. Like, there's so many different things that can shut it down because of environmental things. Yes.
Like, just in general, I remember that happening too with, if it would be rainy for like a full week or something, they'd be like, we put up like tarps to protect this and this, but we can't really like dig because it'll just be filled with water. So like we have to be on hold until it's not raining.
No,
anymore,
that makes sense
you know?
too. Yeah. Yeah. He was saying like so many different things can get in the way. But once framing is done and inspected and, you know, good to go, then you can start the electrical, mechanical, and plumbing, the second part of that. So then you can go in there and the plumbing can go in there, the plumbers can go in there, whatever. And they can really get in there. And this is called the rough-in. So this is when they pre-wire through walls. They start all the MPEs. Do you remember what I said that meant? And outside starts getting wrapped with like, that's when they'll wrap it with like moisture-resistant material. You'll see like a green or a blue plaster outside material. They'll start putting windows in. And he was saying it's called the rough-in because he was the electrician, and he was saying, I know that the plumbers might come in after me. They might move some of my stuff and just like try to get their stuff done and maybe like cut one of my wires, or like they'll do something and not necessarily respect the work I've already done. So it's the rough-in. It's like, okay, I'm putting the grounds in. I know I'm going to have to come back and like redo it. But they all have to kind of work together. So then the next one is the inspection of all the MPEs so that it's all according to code. And he was saying this also can take a long time, but it's extremely important because like you were saying, you don't want it to be these wires are crossing here and no one caught it and now it's going to start a fire every time you turn on your TV or something like that. And, you know, the plumbing has to go in the right place and you have to make sure that, you know, he turns on all of the things and make sure there's no leaks anywhere and make sure that it's not going to cause mold to be in your house because it's like leaking down below or something like that. So like that inspection he was saying is so intense because it's like so important to be safe and make sure that it's like you can live in it and nothing disastrous is going to happen. And then the next is drywall plus cabinets and drawers. When it starts actually looking like a house, you can put all of that stuff in.
The most exciting part.
Yes. And they don't paint it yet because he was like, what would be the point of painting it? They're just putting in the drywall to kind of put all the walls into place. Next, you paint and finish. So you're painting the walls. Maybe you're adding in some like countertops, whatever. And then the trim out is the final time that the MPEs come back out to your place. They add like devices, panels. They might fix anything that like the other people, you know. He was saying it's really important if you have a bad contractor who's like scheduling them all on the same day and they're all trying to get in the bathroom on the same day. They're like trying to, like the plumbers are in there, the mechanical's in there, and you have to wait. He was like, it takes a really good contractor to understand, okay, we need to schedule you guys out at different times, but effectively so we can get moving, so we have everything we need. But there's just like so many moving parts.
There's so many factors.
And now I know why houses are so expensive as well. I'm like, okay, wow. So that's called the trim out. That's when they add the AC as well. And like I said, all the little devices. So they'll put like the panels, the breakers, the any other devices. And then you have your final service inspection. So that's when they come in and make sure everything, like you have the faucet in and the sink in, and they make sure that like, you know, the sink works and all of those little things, the dishwasher, everything. So after that is when you get like your official, as I'm sure you are, like, well, maybe because you didn't build the house, but it's like something of occupancy.
Certificate.
Yes, certificate of occupancy that you can move in and then you're good. But I was mind blown when he was talking about it. And also it was this is kind of off topic, but the main thought I had while watching, because I was so fascinated and so into it. And also I was thinking about this because literally my boys.
My current renovation.
Yeah. I'm like, because I am redoing my home as well. I'm building from the ground up. No,
and it's free.
My boys are so into construction. Like they want to watch construction things. They literally have construction sites in our backyard. Case calls it his construction site.
That is so cute.
That he like takes things and digs and makes things. And I was thinking about how important it is for kids and people to be exposed to different trades and like learn about different trades at a young age. Because even as I was learning about this, I'm like, oh, I want to be an architect. Like this is making sense. I'm finally understanding and learning a little bit about it. It could like spark something in you that it's like, oh, I want to do this. I want to really master this trade. And I feel like it's important for kids to like be exposed to so many different trades and things and like, I don't know, learn about everything so that they can see, okay, I learned about that, but it wasn't really, interesting to me. Oh, I learned about how to build a house and like I watched people do it and I went to the site and it really interests me and I really want to do that. That's like, I'm passionate about that. Or different things. Even if you learn about coding and it's like, oh, okay. It doesn't seem so, I feel like when you learn a little bit about it, it doesn't seem so just daunting. It seems like you can tackle it. It seems like, okay, so these people that are doing this, it doesn't necessarily mean they're smarter or better than me. They're just, they know how to do it.
Interested in it also. Like they're passionate about it. I felt like.
And they're educated and that's the difference. It's like you can very well, sometimes I think that like, oh, I just would never understand. I would never be able to do that. And then I learn a little bit about it. I'm like, oh, I totally could. Like if
that's what interested you and you wanted to, you totally could.
100%.
Yeah. Our contractor, I felt that he was always so passionate. He is so passionate about what he does that it's inspiring because it's like, even though I don't understand any of this, like he would show me drawings and like, tell us this and that. And I'd just be like, I don't know. Leif understood more of it than I did, like about whatever, the ductwork and stuff. I'm like, I can't. But also it was so inspiring to me that he was so passionate about it and he was so knowledgeable about this niche subject that he has like dedicated his life to basically. And we worked with architects too for like the layout of the house. And same thing, like they would, think of ideas that like I wouldn't have thought of. And it was just so cool to me that that was their job. And like, that is something that they are so good at. And it's like something that I have no experience with. So it was like very inspiring to me to see that.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah. I love it. Honestly, I like, obviously, you can't take money out of the picture because it is the picture. But if money was no object, like, and I could start another renovation tomorrow, I would do it. Like,
really?
I thought it was the coolest process. And like, I'm just so different and quirky because I feel like a lot of people will be like, I will never renovate again. Like, that was just such a long process. To me, it was like one of the most rewarding experiences of my entire life that I like 100% want to do again.
Really?
Like I am not daunted by it. And maybe that's because we had a really great contractor who was pretty dead on to what he said. Like he really kept his word. He's reliable. He always answered our phone calls. Like I've just heard of people getting ghosted and like having a horrible experience. And so I think that's a big part of it. I think if I would have had that experience, I'd be like, this is so much. But I mean, obviously the only thing that holds me back is like just that it is so expensive and it is so time consuming. It's like, I want to just, revel in this. It's not like I want to rush to do another one, but I'm just saying like the process of it to me was so exciting that like I would love to do it again in the future. Yeah. I think it will be so fun. Even like another, like a different little project or something, maybe not where I'm going to live, but.
Yeah, that would be fun.
I don't know.
A little less pressure maybe even.
True.
This episode of What We Said is brought to you by Huggies Snug and Dry. The new Huggies Snug and Dry are so luxuriously soft and ultra dry. How soft are we talking? Unbelievably soft, irresistibly soft. And your baby really does deserve a diaper that's oh so gentle on their tushy because one thing about babies is they cry and sometimes you don't know why they're doing that. And one of the reasons, if you've tried to feed them, if you've tried to put them down, they're not sleepy and you're like, wait, what's not clocking today?
I'm screaming.
And you just can't figure out why they're fussing. Sometimes it's because they're not comfortable. Something could be like their diaper could be stabbing into their hips, or maybe they're too tight around their leg. anything like that, you got to make sure they're comfortable. And so having a diaper that you can rely on that is so soft and also very dry is extremely important.
I feel like those are two of the most important qualities in a diaper. You want them to be comfortable. You want to not put anything on your kid unless you literally would wear it yourself. I'm like, and I actually wear them as well. Goodbye. Having your kid's diaper be snug, dry, very, very soft and comfortable is actually something that obviously before I had a parent, oh my gosh. Obviously before I had a baby was not something that I thought about at all. And now I feel like that is one of my top priorities in life is making sure that Benny is comfy and that she's safe and that she's feeling good. So if you are looking for an amazing diaper for your little angel, check them out. Experience the unexpected softness and up to 100% leak protection of Huggies Snug and Dry diapers. More parents choose the new Huggies Snug and Dry softness versus the leading premium diapers. Huggies, we got you, baby.
Support for today's episode comes from Square, the easy way for business owners to take payments, book appointments, manage staff, and keep everything running in one place. So whether you're selling lattes, cutting hair, detailing cars, or running a design studio, Square helps you run your business without running yourself into the ground. And right now, listeners can get up to $200 off Square hardware when you sign up at square.com/go/what-we-said. That's SQUARE.com/go/what-we-said. Visit Square to get started because the right tools make all the difference. I'm sure you've seen Square. It's like everywhere you go. You're going to a coffee shop in the morning. If you're checking out from like a retail shop, they've got Square. Everyone's familiar with it. It's so nice. It makes it so quick and easy.
I feel like a lot of my favorite coffee shops that I frequent use Square, including Coffee Dose, where Chelsea and I have our Valley Girl matcha. It works for one location shops, pop-ups, mobile service businesses, multi-location franchises. You can take payments at a kiosk, counter, website, or with your phone, and it's all synced in real time. With Square, you can track sales, manage inventory, and access reports in real time, whether you're in your shop, on the go, running things solo. And it supports every major payment method, including tap to pay, and offers instant access to your earnings through Square checking. Also, it can keep your regulars coming back if you have a business that has built-in tools like loyalty and marketing to help you connect with customers, reward them for showing up again. It's very, very easy to use, super straightforward and intuitive. So with Square, you get all the tools to run your business with none of the contracts or complexity. And why wait? Right now, you can get up to $200 off Square hardware at square.com/go/what-we-said. That is SQUARE.com/go/what-we-said. Run your business smarter with Square. Get started today. Okay, my next one is a calculator, which I'm going to go over very quickly because let's face it, even reading this was putting me to sleep. I was like, I don't care about this, but I am curious, but also I don't care. Like, this is crazy. So let me tell you how a calculator works, and then we'll talk about what really matters, Love Island. So a calculator is made up of 4 parts, okay? It's the input, which is the buttons, the processor, which is the brain, aka the microchip, as Leif and I were talking about, which is called like a CPU, central processing unit. That's what does all the math. And it turns your button presses into binary codes. And now we're getting into the coding that you explained last time. 1s and 0s. That performs the calculations using a set of instructions. So the third part of the calculator is the memory. So it uses like a little bit of memory to store the numbers that you've typed in and the results that it's working on, obviously. And then the display, which is just the screen. That's the LCD screen so that you can see what's happening. So calculators do not know math like we do. Obviously, they use binary, which is only 1s and 0s. I don't get it. What do you mean 1s and 0s? And a series of logic circuits to add, subtract, multiply, and divide. So for example, like if you're doing 5 plus 3 on a calculator, the 5 plus the 3 becomes binary 0101 plus 0011. You know what I mean? It's like a different code. Like code. It's code. And then the calculator's processor uses logic gates, like tiny switches, to add these numbers step by step. And the result is calculated in binary and then converted back to the number that you see on the screen.
So fast.
So you do 5 plus 3. It does those little codes. It's 0s and 1s, and it knows what it's doing. And then it shows up as 8 on the screen to you.
Crazy.
The power source is a battery or sometimes solar power. And fun fact, the first electronic calculators came out in the 1960s and were the size of a briefcase.
Goodbye.
And today, like, obviously,
oh, can you imagine
even
doing
a
things without
smart
calculators?
watch can do way more than that ever could. Like a massive, this big calculator.
Remember like the T3 calculators that you had to have for math in high school?
Yes.
So insane.
So insane. So there's the very quick synopsis of a calculator that potentially no one cared about, but it really is just, I'm like, wow, I've always said, I'm trying not to put myself in a box lately and be like, oh, I'm bad at this. I'm not interested in this. However, with math, I can safely say like my brain, maybe it's just uninterested. I don't know. But like my brain has such a hard time processing math. I've never been good at math. I cannot understand. Like
that's how I am with chemistry. I don't get it.
I don't get it. I'm just like, my brain does not work this way. And I don't know if it's that I'm not, whatever it is, analytical in that way, or if I'm just so uninterested that like I can't get myself to care about binary. I'm just like, I don't care.
Well, sometimes it's like, you've already figured that out. Why do I got to learn it?
Exactly. I'm like,
You've
I know I
made it.
Exactly. Like, do I really have to? I'm going to just go what I'm naturally gravitating towards in life. I'm not going to force myself to care about math.
Yeah, 100%.
It's not working. It's not clocking to me.
It's not. We're not standing on business.
And it's not clocking to you is one of the funniest phrases I've ever heard in my life that has genuinely become a core part of my new vocabulary and my personality. Like, Leif and I will say it unironically. I'm like, no, yeah, I don't think that was clocking to him. Like, I'm saying it in just a random, just in a passing by sentence.
To him.
It's not clocking to him. I'm like, yeah.
It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business is like the best phrase ever.
It is so funny. I saw Hailey Bieber was reposting a bunch of like, it's really got me thinking. It really does. His new album, the It's Not Clocking to You video, it's got me thinking. I don't even know how to explain what I'm saying, but like there's so many narratives about the Biebers and I just really would pay so much money to know the truth of like their dynamic and all of it, because literally up until 2 weeks ago, we were the biggest defenders of all time. We're like, you guys, like, we will never say a bad word about Hailey. We're like, nope, she is iconic. Like, and I still stand by that 100%. However, then when he said the Vogue thing, I'm like, okay, you're making it hard to defend because there was this whole narrative that he like doesn't like her, which
that
I don't think is
out.
That he was, yes. And then he does that. I'm like, no,
and
that
like
one got me.
Stuff,
yeah, I'm like, that one is harder to defend. But then he drops this album. He says, that's my baby. She's iconic. Phone case on, lip gloss on it. I forgot the words, but that's bare minimum. But
he made a rap song about her.
Yeah.
It's not clocking to you guys.
It's not clocking to you guys that he's obsessed with her. Like, but even that, and then even her, because people are like, he's having a mental health crisis. Like when he was saying that, when that video came out of It's Not Clocking to You. And then Hailey's like reposting all these edits of it where it's like, people edit it up to be like, I'm a human clock. I'm a clock. Like, and Hailey was reposting and I'm like, this is so funny. Like, so then that led me to believe, okay, this is not a genuine mental health crisis. Like he's always been like this towards paparazzi.
Yeah, no.
For 10 years, he's been like, oh, are your parents proud of you? Like he's always saying stuff to the paparazzi and being like, get out.
My favorite when he goes up to that guy and he's like, you're much too normal for this. He's like, what are you doing? And the guy's like trying to defend himself. He's like, no, man, I'm just like out here trying to, how are you doing? He's like, do you have kids? Like you got to get another job. Like you're way too normal for this, dude. And the guy does not know what to say. He's like, so embarrassed.
No, honestly, that is so embarrassing. Like imagine you like have a camera and someone's just like, what are you doing?
No, he literally comes
so
close
cringy.
To him. He comes so close to him. He's like, you're like he's actually confused. It's actually not clocking to him.
No, exactly. He has such a point with the way that he does. Like I genuinely, with that video, when he's like, I'm at the beach, like I'm a husband. I'm like, I get what he's saying.
He's fed up.
He's fed up. Like, I'm a human. I'm a dad. I'm a husband. And I'm at the beach. It's not clocking to you. Like, get away from me. He's like, you're standing at my car. Like, and he was kind of freaking out being like, I'm a human. And I'm like, no, that actually is so valid to be like, I'm not a zoo animal. This is so crazy that you guys come and just like literally bombard me and I cannot get away from you. Like, this is so crazy, which leads me to Love Island.
What if he called them to come so he could say that, so he could put it in the song?
No, that's what Leif said. He wasn't saying that he called him, but he's like, who knows if that was like kind of a bit that he wanted, and then he literally called one of the songs Standing on Business, and he had the recording of it and stuff. And so Leif was like, who knows if all of that was like just publicity for his new album. Like, we'll never know. And again, people are like, he's having a severe mental health crisis.
I loved Haley's story when she's like, it's not clocking to you effing losers. When it was like the announcement of his thing. So funny. I love her.
She is. It's everything.
I want to try her new lip.
Oh, I ordered
stuff.
lemon teeny coming in the mail.
I need it.
I will be honest. I have the Old Road lip glosses. Like, I love the branding. I loved the I said flavors, but what is that called? Basically flavor. But the formula was gritty. Like, it just did not do it for me. So I got my first one and I was like, I do not like this formula. It's like has like little grains in it. Like, I liked everything else about it, but I can't have grains when I'm, rubbing my lips together. And then they came out with a new one or whatever, and I got that one, and it was good for the first like little bit, and then it started getting grainy again. I'm like, unfortunately, I cannot. Like, I cannot support you. No, but I'm just like, I don't like this lip gloss. And then this is a new formula.
Oh, nice.
So they reformulated, and Haley made a video.
Has more probably bad ingredients.
It's amorphous now. Just kidding. I don't know. But
it's glass.
Glass skin. No, but she made a video and was like, we heard you guys, and like, we made a new formula, so it's not gritty anymore. So I was like, okay, I will purchase it now, because like, I love a lemon moment too. So I'm excited to get it. Stay tuned.
That.
When we were talking about it's not clocking to you losers, I want to talk about Love Island, because I've just been feeling almost like icky watching the end of this and like them coming out of the villa. I'm feeling so unsettled.
Wait, what do you mean? Like watching the finale or watching them like on social media now?
The finale was great. It was like sweet and I loved it. But I think it's like the aftermath of it. I'm just like,
what's happening?
I'm terrified. I don't know. Why don't we hear your thoughts first, and then I can go on, because mine are not like necessarily positive things that I was wanting to share.
Okay. Well, my overall thoughts on Love Island, first and foremost, where was movie night? This season was so weird. I still liked it. I still watched it. Obviously, I was like on the edge of my seat. I was talking to people about it because I'm like, what is going on? I feel like as an OG Love Island viewer, I've watched Australia. I've watched UK. Most, if not all seasons of UK, except for like maybe a couple. I've watched a lot of the US ones even in its, in its infancy, where it was also not very good. But it was like last season, it was like, this is the real Love Island. It's actually becoming Love Island now. And then I feel like they almost took a step back and they were doing a little too many crazy things. But I do feel like they were doing that, again, this is a theory, to kind of offset the contestants who, unfortunately, like most reality shows, after they get big and they have a couple seasons, and like the blissfulness and the ignorance that most contestants have going into a reality show fades as they know they're going to be famous, and they know how big it is, and they have a game plan going into it, like Survivor, like Big Brother,
You can never recreate the magic of the earliest seasons because you know too much. They know how it works.
And Serena has also said from season 6, she was saying, she's like, I watched Love Island, but I knew no one watched it. So when I went on, I was just like, okay, fun, cool. And she's like, literally my shock when I got out that it was so big. And she's like, my first thought was like, oh my gosh, everyone saw me crash out. Like everyone saw that. Because she didn't know that it was going to be so big. But now, like, they know that. They know so many people are going to be watching.
Those contestants from, do you call them contestants? Islanders? Yeah. From season 6, like, got so famous and so big. So yeah, that's definitely
there was magic in that because they didn't know they were going to be famous.
Exactly. Because US specifically has never been big. Like, I feel like no one watched the Love Island US seasons. And if they did, I never saw any like hype about it online. It was just like, okay.
No, definitely not. Yeah. So I feel like this season I was getting frustrated at the beginning with the contestants because I'm like, why are you voting off genuine relationships? Yeah. That is the point of Love Island, is to keep usually when you're watching Love Island from seasons past, usually if they're picking between 3 people and one of those people is in a genuine relationship, you know they're safe.
Yes,
you know they're not getting voted
yes.
off. You know the person not in a relationship is going home.
100%.
And this season,
Literally the opposite.
if you got in a relationship, you were literally had a scarlet letter.
Yeah.
You were like, you're next. You're next.
I
Don't be
know.
too genuine. You're next. It was so confusing.
It was
It
very
started with
odd.
the Charlie, the Hannah. Like, none of it made sense.
No.
Everyone was pissing me off when they started voting people off. And then it made me not like the contestants. And then when they were doing like some of their challenges, they were so not nice to each other that I'm like, where is the love,
Yeah.
brother? Like, what is
Yeah.
going on?
I know.
No
It
one
was
loves
very
each other.
odd. Yeah.
And it was like, I think season 6, there were one of the main themes of the season that people loved was the girlhood. And that was like a thing people talked about, is how the
Literal
girls stuck
sisters,
together.
yeah.
Yes. Specifically, obviously, like PPG, but
Yeah.
the other girls as well, like Liv and Kayla, everyone was so
Close.
girls, and just like, yeah, so close, and we're sticking up for each other. It was like so beautiful to watch. And this season, I feel like there were just like, the boys were against each other, the girls were against each other, the boys were versus the girls versus the boys. It was just like, I don't feel like these guys like each other that much.
Well, it was just so many twists and turns too from the beginning of them, like the producers making them vote off. Like
Yeah.
that was such a thing, is the Islanders kept having to vote off someone, which yes, that happens occasionally.
yeah, but it was like very rare to see a recoupling.
Yes, it was just felt like it was constant. Like, okay, now someone else goes home and like you guys will pick, and they're all just like, great. Like I felt like it was literal psychological warfare in that
Yes.
villa, and it felt like they were being tortured. Like, and
No,
just
exactly.
just even when Alandria and Nick left, like that episode was crazy.
Yeah.
And then
And in the most cruel way, by the way.
Yes.
Like, they were doing things in the most cruel way, where it's like, there are 7 boys. If you are not likable enough, and not one of these 7 boys chooses
wants
you,
to
you're
choose
going
you.
home.
Yeah. It's like, oh, awesome.
Oh, so out of 7 boys, not one of them is I'm desirable to not one of
Yeah.
them.
So
It's like
now
just
I'm
like these
leaving
ways
the
that
villa.
they're yeah.
And
Or-
I can't like say bye to the
Yes.
people in the other villa. It's just, it was like so,
was so
it's cruel is a good
crazy.
word.
Yes, they were sobbing on the floor. I'm like, oh my gosh.
It was gnarly. I feel like I've just been thinking, I guess it is along that same vein of like, they know they're going to be famous probably after this, and they know what can happen, but like the amount of just TikTok edits and fame that comes to them, like it almost feels, I don't want to say icky, but like when they got out, I'm just like, this is not healthy for a human
No,
being.
it's like a blood oath.
Yes.
They're like, you have all these followers, and you're like, oh my gosh,
It's
it's
like
so
Hunger
amazing.
Games.
And all the followers
No,
like,
literally, it's the Hunger Games. Like they've been locked away
Yes.
in a foreign,
and we've
on
been
an
sponsoring
island,
them,
and
literally
we've
sending stuff to the producers, and like,
Yes.
literally, it feels like the Hunger
and
Games.
like voting for our favorites and doing things like pairing Iris with Jeremiah to piss Huda off, and they don't know
We
anything
might as well
that's
be
going
literally
off.
dropping supplies from a helicopter.
Literally, it felt like the Hunger Games, and then when it's all over, it's just like overnight, like they're at the airport and people are like screaming for them. I'm just
Yeah.
like, would be such an unhealthy thing to happen to a person. Like, obviously, so happy for them to like get their bag and, you know, be able to now be influencers. Like, great, amazing. But at what cost? Like, it just feels like it's so quick too. And you have no idea also how you're being perceived. So it's like, you don't know if you're the least favorite, if people are obsessed with you. Like, I feel like that would be so anxiety inducing to like, you get your phone back and you're like, here's the moment of truth. Like, has everyone this whole time been making edits of me that are bad or good, or like what's the perception? Because like, as much as you wouldn't want to care about that, it's like, well, this is my future now. Like I get out of the villa and it's like my digital footprint. This is my new life. So was it good? Was it bad? Like, what's the vibe? And just, I was like seeing all these videos of them, like paparazzi videos and videos of them at the airport and people screaming over them. And I'm like, literally, they went into this villa 2 months ago as a normal person with no social media following, and they're walking out with herds of fans screaming at them and all these TikTok edits, millions of followers, agencies down their neck, call her daddy interview. They're at the content house with Harry Jowsey. I'm just like, whoa.
Yeah.
That is so much
lot.
for a one human being to process. within 24 hours.
We also know the dark side of getting the hype, where it's like,
oh yeah,
we know how we've seen it a million times. And so that's why it feels eerie, because it's like right now it's great. Everyone loves you. You have so many followers, blah, blah, blah. But we know the dark side of that as well, where it's like, okay, the higher you climb, the harder you fall. Because people are literally waiting. They are like just fiending to find something to
take you down.
They're just like watching your every move, making sure you're not taking a misstep. It's like, you don't even know. You're kind of just like, you don't know what you signed up for.
No, exactly. I mean, on one hand, obviously these people signed up for Love Island, so it's like to some degree they're willing for their life to become public and like they know what comes with that territory. But at the same time, I also hate that narrative of like, well, you signed up for it. Like even as an influencer, it's like now you owe us every ounce of your privacy and we're all gonna, exploit you every chance we get. It's like, okay, well, they're still human beings. It just is a crazy switch. And I saw a video of Cordell from season 6 talking about how he like makes 7 figures and just how insane it is. Basically that overnight, again, they were just normal people. I don't know exactly what they did for work, like certain ones from last season, but now they make millions of dollars a year from like, sponsorships and stuff. And they're like internet celebrities. And it's just like, what a crazy turn of events. And on one hand, it is so cool. It's like, that's such a cool opportunity, but it's just, like you said, we've seen the dark side over and over. And I have never met one person who has rose to internet fame quickly and not had a severe mental health crash out. Like, I don't know if it's possible. And even I was watching the first episode of Beyond the Villa, and Kaylor was saying that she's like, oh, I was definitely happier before all of this. Like, she was basically saying when she didn't have followers and as much money, she was like, I was definitely happier then. And I'm like, it's just sad because that's not obviously happiness. And it's an amazing opportunity, but it is sad that it just comes with so much scrutiny and so much stuff that outweighs sometimes like the positive aspect of it,
100%. I know. So, I'm most interested to see where Huda goes.
Huda. How is she the most followed?
How did she make it to the end? Literally, how did that girl make it to the end of the show? Her and Chris breaking up the last episode?
Unbelievable.
Actually unbelievable. Like, you couldn't hold down for one day. You couldn't fake it for a day.
I know.
It was so insane.
Mac made in hell. Him saying he wouldn't carry over the water. Cool.
With the water shoes? Like, sir, they literally gave you water shoes.
And you're 7 feet tall. Please help our sister out. I don't know. Maybe I should hold my tongue about that. Maybe I should hold my tongue. I just don't feel like it takes a lot for me to side with a man in any case. And I feel as though
she made me side with 2.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
you have 3 seconds.
You have 3 seconds was so diabolical. 3, 2, 1 to snuggle her in bed, or else she's like, and you'll have to deal with me being mad all day tomorrow. I'm like, if a man said that, I would be like calling the police. Yeah. Like,
get HR right now.
Get them, remove her from the villa. Like, it was so, I really believe, like, okay, yes, everyone deserves my dream date, cute. Everyone deserves second chances. Like, I think she gave us some iconic, moments, but.
Audios.
Yes. I feel as though, like, her having the most followers and whatever, it feels as though she's being rewarded for such toxic behavior. I'm like, why are we rewarding? Like, that just shocks me because I feel like she's going to come out and be like, I mean, I'm sure she's going to get a lot of hate too. And I don't wish that upon her. I'm just saying for her to be like maybe the most followed and potentially get the most attention when she definitely demonstrated the most toxic behavior in there. Why are you rewarding
Why are the most people relating to her?
Exactly.
Like, I'm scared,
I know. I'm
Mama.
like, we should not be relating to that behavior.
Like, we see you. We're all women here. I'm like, mama.
Yeah, no.
I don't think that's a check mark of all women.
No,
that you are
healthy.
Literally borderline emotionally abusive.
No, borderline is putting it lightly. I feel like there were some moments where it was like.
To Jeremiah.
Yeah, to Jeremiah, definitely.
And some of the people from the bill said a lot of the stuff got cut out as well.
Great.
Her crash out.
Oh, I can't even imagine.
Like, the worst of it.
I'm so happy that Amaya won. Like, I just feel like she is such a
that
genuine.
Gave me faith in humanity.
Yes, definitely. It's like she deserved to win, and she just deserves all the goodness. I feel like her and Brian are actually such a cute match, and she just has the best energy, and she's so pure-hearted and just seems like such a genuine girl. So I'm so happy about that. But I was a little confused about that for sure. I'm like, how did we get here? And it was that was another thing where I'm like, I'm scared of the internet, of how quickly they swing, because I was seeing all these videos. She needs to get removed from the villa. This is emotional abuse. She is like, this is the worst, thing we've ever seen on Love Island. Now I'm seeing edits of her with 3 million views, and people are like, she's an icon. I'm like, what? Literally 2 weeks ago, you said she should be removed from the villa.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not the same people, but still, I'm like, how did the public narrative swing this much? Like,
that's and the growth.
And also the growth in question, by the way, is her not screaming.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's kind of bare minimum. Like, she would just be more passive instead of like screaming. And I'm like, I mean, yeah, I guess that's growth, but why are we rewarding bare minimum behavior? It's like, oh, you're not screaming at the top of your lungs and saying F you to him
and calling him
so now we're so proud.
Names.
Like, but you're still saying he has 3 seconds
the most
to do
toxic
this
in the villa.
Yes. I'm just like, I don't get it.
No, I don't understand. I was shocked that she got third. Literally not even in a genuine couple. I mean, I guess people didn't know they broke up, but it was quite shocking. But I am so glad Amaya won, because she was so genuine and so sweet. And like, we love a redemption arc where she had such a rough go at the beginning, and then just seeing her literally stand on business.
Yeah.
And it was clocking to her. She was standing on business.
It was.
And stand up for herself, and all her beautiful analogies. Like, I will be using them till the end of time. She's iconic. And I also feel like, again,
maybe that's just not the book you want to read.
If I'm too bright, put on sunglasses.
Literally. When she told Brian, and I'm so bright, but you look right into the sun.
No, I cried.
That was so sweet.
I need them to get married immediately. They are so cute
together.
They
are really cute together.
What was I going to say? Oh, she kind of is an example of capturing the magic of ignorance, where, again, I hate to be like,
she's not calculated.
Yes.
And she never was.
She didn't have someone running her socials. Like, she went in there and wasn't like thinking like, oh, I hope like, even if she was, it wasn't like so calculated. You can tell she's just like living authentically, and you can just tell that. And that's the magic that is so captivating for people to watch. And it's hard once shows start to get really popular like they are.
For sure. Because how
it's hard
can you
to get
not
those people
want to
exactly
also have somewhat of an agenda when you know what is waiting for you potentially? Like, I saw some video about how her outfits, she was like, oh, I just packed really quickly. Like, it was giving like,
yes,
oh, this just happened, and like, okay, I'm
off to a fun adventure.
I'm going off on this thing, not like trying to, nail down her career, which there's nothing wrong with that either necessarily. Yeah. If you're, been given an opportunity, you might as well milk it. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But it is like just very sweet and genuine that she was. Wholesome. Yes.
Glad she won.
I know. Same.
Sweetie pie, Maya papaya.
She's everything. Thank you guys for listening to this episode that really went all over the place. I think we might need to title it "It's Not Clocking to Us" or "It's Not Clocking to You," because that goes along with we don't things we don't understand.
Yeah, it's not a clock; it's glass.
Literally, just makes absolutely no sense. Gets no views.
It's not a clock; it's binary code.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to get tickets to our extra shows. We're so excited for this tour, you guys. It's going to come at such a fun time too, like the beginning of fall. And I'm just so excited. Go follow our Instagram for more details. We love you guys so much. And
that's what we said. Goodbye.
Bye.